Good evening, viewers, and welcome to this edition of NTV Sports Page. It's Tuesday, the 5th of April, and I'm Curtis Morton. In our headlines, grassroots football is back. And in our feature for this evening, Cairo Archibald stars in CSS Junior Boys Cross Country. We'll take this break, and I'll be right back. Well, I'm back, and we start with cricket. The 2022 Hero Caribbean Premier League CPL gets underway on the 30th of August, and the 6 teams have confirmed their pre-draft retentions and signings of local players for this season's event. The players are expected to arrive in the Caribbean by the 23rd of August. The pre-draft retentions and signings: Trinbago Knight Riders, Kyron Pollard, Andre Russell, Sunil Narain, Nicholas Puran, Akil Hussain, Jaden Seals, Tion Webster, St. Lucia Kings, Ruston Chase, Johnson Charles, Kesrick Williams, Alzari Joseph, Mark Duval, and Jevor Royal. Jamaica Talawas, Rovman Powell, Fabian Allen, Brandon King, Kenar Lewis, and Shama Brooks. St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, DJ Bravo, Darren Bravo, Evan Lewis, Andre Fletcher, Shervain Rutherford, Sheldon Cottrell, Dominic Drakes. Barbados Royals, Jason Holder, Obed McCoy, Kyle Mayers, Hayden Walsh Jr., Devon Thomas, O'Shane Thomas, and Naeem Young. Guyana Amazon Warriors, Shimron Hetmeyer, Odin Smith, Romaria Shepherd, Chandra Paul Hemraj, Kimo Paul, and Godakish Moti. Now to athletics. The Charlestown Secondary School will host a relay festival on Wednesday, the 6th April at the Nevis Athletic Stadium. The top athletes at the school will be featured in the exciting event, which commences at 3 p.m. Coach Sherman Keynes is inviting the general public to come out and witness what he describes as a major event. The admission is only $5. Now to football. Coordinator on Nevis, Deputy Director of Sports Brian Dow, on Monday broke the great news that grassroots football is returning to the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. Let's hear from Mr. Brian Dow.
On behalf of the St. Kitts Nevis Football Association, we're trying to promote the grassroots program. As you've seen on the poster, indicates grassroots football is back. We've been out for some time, a number of years, due to the coronavirus, and we decided to promote football starting from the grassroots again. Initially, we had a grassroots program, but due to COVID, we had to discontinue sports in the federation. So we're back with the grassroots program, and we are focused on the schools. The grassroots program is from ages 5 to 12, and we focus mainly on the schools. So we will send some registration forms to the various primary schools on the island, inviting them to come to either, well, the opening will be at the London Track on Saturday, the 9th, and the President is Kennedy along with the youth coordinator of Sinkies football will be there on Saturday for the opening. Presently, I'm the coordinator of the Nevis in terms of organizing the youth football program here at Nevis. So, the area we want to focus on those grassroots footballers are the number one thing for us to grow football federation, and it's always something that we can start from an early age, giving them the basic terms of football, principles of football, and later on begin to strategize, going from grassroots on the 14, 15, 19, and up to national team representing. So it's a good place to start at age where the Sinkies Association, of course, led by the president, Atiba Harris, decided to focus on Sinkies Nevis. So launching the program, Water Nevis and the Sinkies, they started coming at 9 a.m. Nevis and Sinkies is at 10, and we want to start here at about 8:39.
And in more football news, CONCACAF Women's World Cup qualifiers are back, and St. Kitts and Nevis women's team is in Guatemala preparing for the match against the Central American team this Friday. More in this report from SKNFA's media consultant, Andre Huey.
On April 8th, the Sugar Girls continue their CONCACAF World Cup qualifying campaign when they face Guatemala in Guatemala. In their last encounter, they delivered a convincing 5-1 victory against Curaçao after a slow start against Costa Rica just days earlier. Now, with the team having departed on the weekend to Guatemala, they are up and ready to go under the tutelage of their coach, Samuel Phipps, and a dedicated backroom staff. In one of their last training sessions before their departure, player Caroline Springer made it clear she and her teammates are looking forward to the next chapter of their journey.
The confidence is up, the confidence is always there. I know the girls can do it. We just need the support from the country, and we support each other every day also. And the support from the management staff and the coaching staff is also there, so I know we're good to go.
She said the Sugar Girls would have learned a lot from their previous 2 matches.
The experience was good. We had a high and we had a low. Based on the weaknesses and stuff, we came back here and we started to work on it. We had passing drills and stuff like that going forward. We came off of a win, and going into this game we should be confident also because we want a win, so we're going for that win. More attacking style. The
Sugar Girls do battle with Guatemala on Friday, April 8 at 5 p.m. before playing the U.S. Virgin Islands at home in St. Kitts on April 12th at 4 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. Let's rally behind our Sugar Girls.
We'll take this break and I'll be back with our feature for this evening.
RBM, Rodney, Brendan, and Melissa. You're Brenta, Yunoka, Brendan, and Tarek. My name is Rodney Fleming. I'm the owner of RBM Nursery Landscaping Services and your Brenta Bar and Snacket. We are located at Cage Bay. We're in business approximately for 15 years. We are here since 2010, so it's 5 years now. I'm operating in here, and your Brenta, we opened your Brenta 5 years ago. Now, your Brenta, we serving breakfast and lunch. Dinner will be served Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm inviting everybody to come onto your Brenta and to enjoy our dinner when we start in December the 13th. The business is about my children. All right, you know, I'm just waiting for them to tell Daddy
We want to take
we want to take it over, and I just go outside, you know.
It's
So
a family
it's a family business.
Well, I'm back, and tonight athletics is in the spotlight. From very early in the race, Cairo Archibald took a lead and never looked back. It was the junior boys cross-country event held on Friday, 1st April. The boys commenced on the school's drive, went through Stony Grove, along the Stuart Williams Drive, flew Bath Village, and back to the school. The top placements were first, Cairo Archibald; second, Julian Richards; third, Abijah Nemhari; fourth, Zahir Hart; and fifth, Josiah Matthew. We go now to the Charlestown Secondary School and we pick up the action.
Always a pleasure. It's a vibe and a vibration.
So today is actually the 1st of April, and as you can see, it wasn't just an All Fools Day joke. They're serious about it. It's going to be the road relay for the Charlestown Secondary School. Quite a lot of students are here already. Some are participating, some will just be onlookers. But trust me, there's an eagerness, there's an anxiety, there's anticipation, there's an air of tension here. And it's going to be great, I believe. It should be starting momentarily. And we do not have a definite leader as the horns go off. The house supporters, they are here in their numbers. And just in a few minutes, we'll have the sorting out. We'll have the sorting out. They're right on us now. Well, we already have two guys who seem to be leading for the moment. One definitely a red house. I'm not too sure. The other one may be a blue house based on the color. So, definitely. We do not have this separation as yet. There will be a general separation in a few because the real athletes will stay up top and the others will start to walk or just take their positions later. But the Red House athlete looking back early, and I don't know. We have a red, we have two blues now and another red up at the top, looking pretty strong. Here's where we might start to have some walking because the little incline here is going to take some wind out of their sails. But we still have quite a number of them running, so it could be a pretty intense race. I've seen some of these guys training regularly at afternoons. I think they were practicing this said run, and the Blouse athlete already making a little bit of a pull away now. Number 220. He looks intense, he looks serious. The Red House athlete is pulling back, and another blue athlete is making some waves now, getting into the mix. So we are just going through the Stony Grove area close to the hospital. And so traffic officers making sure that the traffic is clear and that these guys do not get any injuries because of vehicular traffic. So the Blouse athlete still leading. I remember doing this run like when Noah built his ark, and it was a pretty tough run, I can tell you. The placement was pretty good though. Came in the top 10, I could tell you that. They're going up now towards the Alexander Hospital. This incline. Again, this one is going to test their endurance. Number 220 still has a bit of a lead, but the other Blue House athlete is right on his heels. As a matter of fact, when we have cheerleaders now, all work shut down. And the cheerleaders leave their computers and come to cheer on. Two Blues running alongside each other, maybe having a bit of a conversation. Maybe saying, we got to get this done, one for blue. Let's see if the hospital staff is going to freeze as well. I don't think they know what's going on. Work continues as per usual. So we have blue, then red, then green at the top. Those are the top 4 as they make their way now past the hospital. And we are heading towards the Stuart Williams Drive at the top of the road, where they'll have a bit of an ease. Surprisingly, well, the Blue House athlete who was leading has stopped to tie his shoelaces. That's an excuse to rest. But the fact is, he's tying his shoelaces. Can he do some catch-up? Will he catch up? That's the question. Well, we still have blue leading the way. And then we have red not too far away. Then we have green. The other blue hasn't started to run as yet. He has tied his shoelaces, so I think it was more than the shoelaces. It was a real rest stop. Let's see if he can pull back though, because the others and the Red House athlete, the little one, is right alongside the Blue House athlete now. Where did he come from? I think he was within the top 4, but he has decided that 4 is not good enough. And so he has gotten right alongside the Blue House athlete, who was leading without any doubt. Now he is being challenged. Well, I'm not seeing any water stops as yet. No water stops as yet, and that's crucial, that's critical. Traffic officers doing a fantastic job stopping the traffic at the top of the road here. Go, 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 go! Guys are right on top of us. Green House has taken the lead. The Blue House athlete has dropped back. And the Green House athlete has dropped back now. And has taken the lead, and the Red House athlete is now in second. The Blue House athlete is in third. Green House now, maybe he's running a pretty smart race. He was just cruising at the back of the 4, and now he's running downhill like a real champion. And I really must commend the police officers. They're doing a fantastic job and making sure that they go ahead of the athletes and making sure that the traffic does not interfere with the athletes. So we still have 4 athletes at the top, red and green. Green looks to be tiring somewhat because red takes the lead once more. Red has decided, you know, I want this more than you. And so red has taken the lead, and he looks pretty strong. I don't know, but he reminds me somewhat of one Marcus Drewbury. Not just the height, but the strides. Looks very positive. Looks as if he means it. It looks as if he wants this one. But don't take your eyes off Green. Green is taller. He can make some longer strides. If it comes to a final 100 meters, you never know. And now Red House with that little push out starts to wane somewhat, starts to tire. You could see, we see a water stop finally. So they take some water. So that's the first official water stop. Well, I did say take some water. Red is drinking, but Green has just thrown it over his head. And from a solid waste perspective, I'm certain that he has done the same. I'm certain that go ahead. I'm certain that the Nevis Solid Waste Management Authority would be happy if the Charleston Secondary School Authority would make sure that those cups are taken off the road. And I'm certain that will be done because the good people at CSS are very health conscious. Why is Red looking back though? Looking back. Go! And Green House has burnt out somewhat. So Green has started to walk. Red looks very determined. And I don't know why he keeps reminding me of Marcus Drewbury. Marcus ran in a pretty similar style. Dance on a somersault. Because this guy has done a tremendous run. And maybe we could get a name a little later. But all we know that he's carrying the number 12. He's from Bath Village. and we'll get the name at some point. And somebody else would say, remember the name. But that sometimes doesn't work out too well. But he's coming downhill now, really taking it nicely. As we going through Bath Village, we're gonna go past Blackett's Place in a wee bit. And police officers, they're leading the way. They've done a wonderful job, I can tell you. Now, I believe that if you were to ask this young man, in this entire world, what would that wish be? I believe he would say that he would love to get a ride on the job. He's absolutely in this doing what he's about. He's fully cognizant of his surroundings, waving to his neighbors as he goes past. The guy knows that he has won this race. I don't think there's any question now about it. I think that this is his race to lose. He has this down back. And so here he comes. Number 12. I think he's looking for a number. I'm just helping them here because he doesn't have a number to show. There's no real cheers here. Obviously, that's not their family rep. That's not their house rep. So there are no cheers. But they could have at least have applauded the youngster. He has done a fabulous job. As we go towards Reliable Motors, it's not far now. The song says, "'Twill soon be done." And he knows it. And he's mustering all the strength of grand finale. Maybe a rush up the school road. As some workers here, they stop their work. They also freeze their work. They come to encourage. They have come to encourage. So workers strike. The applause starts to go. There's some intensity here as we hear the encouragement here. Maybe they're classmates, maybe they're relatives, but definitely they're getting some encouragement. Push, 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 push. He's gonna do a little show for us, I believe. Up the school road. He's gonna put on a show. Where did this guy get this energy from? Gas rates have gone up, but he got somewhat reliable. He's coming up the road with a lot of, and there's Miss Parrish. She's gonna do a final run with him, I believe. I don't think she's just gonna blow horn. She's gonna run with him. She's gonna push him up that road. There's Miss Parrish. Maybe she'll do a somersault for us as well. She's all decked down in her red. As they come up the road, it's the final 40 meters or so. And here he comes. Slows up just a bit. Miss Paris will be saying, you don't have to do anything special. You are the winner by 1.5 miles. The horns go up, the horns blare as he comes in. Champion by 1 mile. Champion by 1 mile. The horns go up. It's a red house. Red house. What a race. What a race. What a race. What a race. Tremendous race this by the youngster. Oh, what a race. Oh, that's the split. That's the split. I told you so. I told you so. My goodness, Miss Paris is one lady. You can't take your eyes off her. And we can't even find the second placer. The crowd is here in their numbers. So we have the greenhouse athlete. They started to walk. We have some rain coming. That's going to help him, I believe, as he's going to come up the final 20 meters or so. But he's walking. Must be really tired, getting some applause from his greenhouse supporters. And they must be burnt out. Looks back to make sure that nobody's closing. He's going to do a final run as he comes. Abidja is the name. And we have some folks even upstairs looking on at this race. We have another athlete coming through. Looks like a Blue House athlete. Zahir is the name, I believe. As the rain comes down. So it's going to be Zahir coming through. Here's Zahir. Zahir. Good job is the call. Very good run. Very good run by Zahir. Tremendous run as he gets congratulations. And Miss Paris is bringing in another Red House athlete as the rain intensifies. Rain intensifies here. So we're getting a little bit of a shelter, slightly, as the rain intensifies. Miss Paris deciding to take the wet and encourage her Red House athlete in. Here he comes. This must be a little cooling for him as he comes in. We remember him earlier. He was one of the leaders, but he's finally in. And then we have a Blue House athlete as the rain cools down just a little bit. The other cameramen have deserted me. But we are slightly sheltered by the wall of the netball complex as we have 3 athletes coming through. This one is not aware that there's a bit of a creep up going on. There's a bit of a creep up, but no, I don't think he will pull it off. He comes in now and he's gonna go past the finish line in a few. Being encouraged to go past the line. And then we remember this guy, he had stopped to tie his shoelaces. Well, he's in now. And even though this guy is wearing blue, isn't he on red? Or maybe not. Maybe it's a family member. Because Miss Paris is running with him. And he's gonna finish the race. Encouragement all around from Miss Paris as he goes past the line. And then we have another athlete. He accommodated the rain, the showers, by taking off his shirt, deciding to have a second bath. So the rain has stopped. We're gonna try to get a name. Hey, tell us your name.
Cairo.
Cairo? Hey, Cairo, how did you enjoy the run today? Was it tough?
No.
It wasn't tough. I noticed you didn't stop any time. There was a plan, a strategy you had in mind? No? You just decided you're not going to stop? Okay, well, good run. Champion run. All right, all the best. Well, we have another athlete coming through without his shirt. And he has opted to take off his shirt, but he's crossing the line just about now. And then we have some more athletes. We have a Red House athlete rushing up the hill, looking back. I think he's wondering if that Blue House athlete would catch up with him. And he's running on the sidewalk, actually. Blue House athlete getting close. They're encouraging the Blue House athlete to get even closer, but the Blue House athlete doesn't seem to have the energy. Oh, he also seems to be struggling as he comes in now. Has to cross the line, gets a round of applause. Hasn't crossed the line as yet. Hey! Somebody's gonna pass him. Somebody's gonna pass him, I believe. Oh, he managed to get there. And also the Blue House athlete. So they have to cross the line to complete the race. Cheer him on. A little bit of a wave as well. So there must be something special about this athlete. Here he comes. He has finished the race. That must be mommy. So here goes. The others. He's laughing. He's having fun. As he comes in. And so he's going to finish this race little bit of a laugh, but he's here, mommy's here as well, as he goes past the line. And here comes another. Completes the race. Mommy's there, very concerned. And the tall one, long strides, nice long strides, and then a shorter one, but they all cross the finish line. And then we have blue, being chased by red. I think there's a Red House athlete right on his heels, but then there's another one ahead of him. So can we see a bit of a creep up here? I think we're going to have an exciting finish to this. The one in front is pushing, he's pushing. He says, no, I want this. And a little bit of a bandy legs, but he pushes hard to the finish line. And then good finish as well. And then the Red House athlete pushing his way through. Looks like a Virgo. Nicely as he comes in to some applause. He stops. That's shocking. That's shocking. That's shocking. He hasn't reached the line as yet. Well, he just crosses the line. Almost gave it away there.
Okay, good morning once again to all girls, all girls.
I have with me a very proud grandmother. You must be really proud today.
All the time, I love him.
Would you say that comes from the grandmother side of the family?
Certainly, and no, I would say both sides are athletic in some form, so he got it on the
El Camida is laughing, so you know that might not be true. Right, Elko?
She was just saying that she's not a big one, but she used to do everything. She has some ability.
The mother makes me beside God like a
Okay.
and then the father be making football and things.
Okay then.
So, you know, tell you he's...
But I wanted to hear about the grandmother side.
I just was telling you that one for grandma race and all of that. And one when I 7 months pregnant and come first. Big dollar miss. What's the system here? This web. This Herbert.
Will it you enjoying the race so far?
So.
Alright.
You know, Cairo is the product of the Charleston Breakfast.
Okay then. Okay then.
Next to me, so I feel good.
Alright then. Well, that's our package for this evening. I am Curtis Morton, reminding you that you can watch sports if you're not fit. But to play sports requires fitness, diligence, and sacrifice. Have a good night.